Good morning, everybody. This is your very first YouTube video that presents what you guys will be doing every day. All of the links and everything, we will put it down in the captions so that the links throughout this video you guys can find pretty quickly and easily. Due to time and for the sake of not sitting here watching additional videos and looking at additional links, I will not be clicking on any of the links throughout the video. During this presentation, anytime that we mention learning kit, we are referring to your packet that you picked up from the school yesterday, or you should have picked up between 9 and 10 yesterday from the school. So when you hear learning kit, it is referring to your packet. Let's go ahead and get started. So, like I said, good morning from all of your kindergarten teachers. Right now it is Mrs. Lopez recording. Each day, either Miss Sullivan, Miss Gerber, or Miss Lopez will be doing the slideshow for all of the kindergartners. Make sure that you are signed up or that you talk to your teacher about signing up on Sign Up Genius for your individual learning conferences, which will be starting on Monday. All right, on Monday. So just make sure that you get that all set up and ready to go. What have your teachers been up to? Mrs. Lopez, as you guys know, I just had my daughter in December, and so I've been home with her, and then I came back Thursday right before the news from the governor that we would be leaving for at least 2 weeks. And so I've just been at home spending extra time with her, getting extra cuddles. She rolled over for the first time a week or so ago, and so that's been super exciting. I have both of my nieces here at our house, and so we've been playing a ton of games. We've been doing a ton of cooking and baking, which is awesome. Taking the dogs outside and playing with them a bunch. You can see that in that picture on the bottom left, that's only 2 of our 3 dogs. And so we've just been spending a bunch of time with them, which of course they love. Miss Gerber was able to spend some time with her mom towards the beginning. And she's been spending a ton of time with her roommate's dog, Charlie. If you know Miss Gerber, she talks about Charlie all the time. She loves him a ton. And then they've been having a lot of bonfires in their backyard, which sounds so nice right now as it is freezing here in the Sun River area where I live. And so having fires, I'm sure, has been super great for her. And then Miss Sullivan, who is stepping in for Miss Mack, is just an amazing person. She has been sewing face masks for different people, which is awesome. That's such a selfless thing to do. Really awesome of her. And then she also has been hanging out with her dog, which is really cool because that means all of us are super big dog people and animal lovers, as you can tell. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh, before I move on, every day we are going to be featuring your guys' kiddos on this slide. Any pictures you send to us, do know that if you want us to post your kiddos' pictures, these videos are on YouTube, which is a public platform. This page is not private. And so if you do not want your kiddos' face in our slides, then just let us know. But if you're okay with it, go ahead and send us photos of what your kiddo's doing. Send us photos of them learning, doing our work, hanging out with family, anything that you're doing with your kiddos, send us the photo and we will try and feature all of the different kids like we have on this slide of your teachers right here. But again, this is a public platform. This is not a private page. It will be on YouTube. It's not out in the world like when you just go to the homepage of YouTube, people can't just see our video, but it is out in the public. And so just be aware of that. For today's agenda, this looks very overwhelming. Break it up into 10-minute chunks and see what you and your student can handle. Make sure that you're not pushing each other to the brink. So maybe 10 minutes on sight words for reading. And then if you guys are still good, 10 minutes for letters. And then if you're still good, move on to math and do a little bit of that. And then a little bit of writing and then go back to reading. See what you guys can handle. Don't push yourselves to frustration. Give yourselves a little bit of leeway. You do need to be working on things, but I don't expect you to be able to sit down for 45 minutes right now working on reading and then math for 45 minutes. Also, make sure you're putting some brain breaks into your work. In a few slides, we'll be talking about some brain break ideas. And so if you just need to get the wiggles out, get up, do a brain break, then come back for the next 45 minutes or for the next 10 minutes. Don't make all of you sit there for 45 minutes, still sitting for another 45 minutes, still sitting for another 20 minutes, right? Get up, move around, get those brain breaks in. All right, here we go. In addition to your packet, your learning kit, you'll also need these items. If you do not have them, please contact either our fan advocate or our office to see if you can get these supplies to work from home. All right, so if you don't have them, if you do have them, I would recommend organizing a space where those are easily accessed and they're only grabbed when you need them for the activity. All right, this is for reading. This, remember, is just a quick snapshot at what the learning kit says to do. The learning kit has a full description. What you guys can do is choose 1 to 2 activities to start with from this page. If you want to do them all, by all means, please do them all. If you are able to sit down and you guys can get through sight words for right now and then need a brain break, that is totally fine too. So there is in your learning kit a sight word list. So go ahead and take a look at that sight word list. Then you're going to make flashcards with the sight word list. Note cards is probably the best option for that. But if you don't have note cards and you just have paper, you can cut up paper to make cards in that way. Then you're going to practice reading the words with your kiddo. Our letter of the week this week is U. It is also the sound You guys are going to practice or brainstorm words, whether it's at the beginning, like umbrella, or in the middle, like tub. Then see if you can figure out where the sound is, beginning or middle, maybe even the end. See, work on those types of activities together. For phonics, in your learning kit, you have a practice or lines of practice page. Go ahead and practice that. It does test their fluency and it obviously helps their phonics skills too. But the lines of practice page is awesome. Just helping them read it quickly and get through that. For phonemic awareness, you would play a rhyming game. We have one here in a few slides that you guys can work on. Comprehension is how you understand the text. So for comprehension today, you guys are going to be comparing and contrasting animals and how they're the same and how they're different. I have the animal book here in a couple slides, and so we will get to that. And then any extra online practice and links to support are there. Remember, all links will be in the caption to help you guys navigate that really well. Let's go ahead and get started. Remember, this is just the outline, and in the next few slides, it will link or show you what that is saying. So first, here is a slide on our sight word 4. In the caption, you'll find the link for this, and it'll take you straight to this awesome video. It's super fun. Anytime we sing anything, we remember it better. And so go ahead and play this video for your kiddos, and it will help them remember not only the word for it, but how to spell it and then how to see it in context. It's super awesome. And then same thing with this word, have. The link is in the caption. You'll click on it, and you guys can sing and have them do the motions for this word too. Remember, when we sing it, we remember it better. So overall, it'll help your kiddo with these sight words. The letter U. This link will also be in the caption to this video. It goes through the letter sound and the letter name. Practicing the songs help us remember. This link will also be in the caption. I love this one because not only does it help us with our rhyming, but it also helps us move, which is so important, especially as we're trying to navigate this new terrain of learning at home. And so this link is down below. Watch the video and do it along with him. Here is the read aloud with the different animals. Animals in Winter. I love, love, love this book. You're going to read it with your kiddos, and then they're going to compare and contrast what animals are the same and how are they the same, and then what animals are different and how are they different. You can even push it a little bit further and think to yourself, well, what other animals in the world are the same as, let's say, the fox? Or what animals are different than a fox and how? Why? Right? Going through that comparing and contrasting. Now we're going to be moving on to math and what to do for math. Remember, the first page is just going to say, here's an overview of what you're going to do the math. And then all of the consecutive links or pages after that will be links to different things and explanations. Okay? So here is our first page about math. Our concept this week is 2D shapes, two-dimensional shapes. We also call them flat shapes. When you turn them onto their side, they are flat. It's like a piece of paper. But when it's facing you, you can see the whole shape. That is how we know it's a 2D shape. For the warm-up, you are going to be counting how many shapes you have on the pattern blocks page. So just counting. We also have another counting warm-up slide here next that will help you guys with counting to 100, which is super fun versus just counting plainly. And then you see the lesson is going to be comparing and contrasting 2D shapes. Count the sides and the corners. Remember, the sides are the flat or curved edges, and the corners is where two flat sides meet. Where two flat sides or straight sides meet. Okay? You have the practice page in your learning kit, how many sides and how many corners. And then on a bonus fun, this is not necessary. It is optional. Super fun activity though. Use household materials to build 2D shapes. So you can grab some toothpicks, you can grab some forks, make a triangle, you can grab some pillows and make a square. Any object in your house to help you build other shapes, to help you build 2D shapes would be perfect. And then you see extra online practice and then links to support anything that you need to do. So here's that warm-up video that I was talking about. It makes counting a little bit more fun than just counting by itself. Here is an awesome song that goes through some of the shapes. The link will be in the caption for this. Here's another awesome one. It goes through some of our 2D shapes and the rest of our 2D shapes right here. And so all of these will be linked in the caption below. Next up, we will be talking about writing and what is informational writing and how can we go through it. So let's get started on writing. Again, this is a quick snippet at what you guys are going to be doing. If you want full descriptions, see your learning kit and it will explain it. So what you'll be doing is you're going to be making a list of possible informational topics that your kiddo knows a lot about or things that they know how to do. One of the informational stories that we have linked is about weather, and so it explains how to write an informational text. We call these mentor texts, and so we have that linked here in a couple slides. And then you also see on the right side links to support you. And so you have episodes 1 and 2 on informational writing, and then the weather read aloud, which is coming up. All right, so here we go. This is a video that tells you what is informational writing. Informational writing is something that your kids know a lot about. They don't make it up. It's not make-believe. It's not a narrative. It's to teach other people about your informational text or about your informational topic. So you're giving information on something to someone else. And then this video is awesome because it helps your kiddo learn how to make a choice, or it reminds them how to make a choice. Oh, I know a lot about riding a bike or feeding a dog. And so then it helps them remember how to make a choice when they're looking at their informational writing list. Here is that mentored text that I was talking about that tells you about informational writing, or that teaches an informational topic. And so it's on weather. And so this is just a great mentor text to show your kid, oh, look, this is what an informational text looks like in real life. Here's what I was talking about earlier, some brain break activities. If you would, pause this video right now and take some of these activities out and see which ones you guys want to do today maybe. They're just such great activities to do when everybody's brains are fried, when you just need a little bit of a break, when things are getting frustrated or you're getting wiggly. Pause and do 1 to 3 of these activities depending on the activity. This other one is activity bingo. And so this is so fun because they can do different things to make a bingo. So they might, let's do bicycle sit-ups. And then once they do that, then you can cross it out. So I would just go ahead and either write these down or keep track of them in your learning kit. Extra academic practice. Handwriting. Super important to make sure we can form our letters. So just practicing writing the letter U, because that's our focus. And then we're also going to be working on word families, which is UG this week. So bug, words that end in UG, mug. Here's that video to help you with handwriting and the letter U. And here is a video to help with word families. And remember, our word family this week is UG. Here's our science/art activity this week. Super great. We have a couple slides coming up on explaining how fun these are and the purpose of them. And so since we're already reading about animals this week, if they have an animal toy at home, hopefully it's sunny out. I know here where I live, it's been snowing here in Sun River, a few inches. And so hopefully the sun will be out. If not, you can also use a flashlight and talk about how we can use that as a sun. And so I will go ahead and click on to the next slides, which have videos, which will be linked in the caption, explaining the sun and shadows. And so this is following the sun. Go ahead and find this link down below. It'll be under the science art section. And then here's one on shadows. Next up, we're going to talk about habitats. You can have your kiddos make a habitat, which is super fun using any objects you have in the home. Our next link is talking about what a habitat even is. Our habitats have 5 components: food, water, or 5 components, Mrs. Lopez, 4 components: food, water, shelter, space. Food, water, shelter, space. So learning about what a habitat is and how you can create one. And this is our last show slide for today. Celebrate what you guys are doing. Be excited. Be proud. We appreciate everything that you guys are doing for us. We know that this is not our normal way of teaching. It is not our normal way of putting out information, and it is absolutely not your students' normal way of learning. We are here for you. If you need us at any time, we are here for you. Just remember your teacher's office hours. Remember the texting hours. Make sure you're showing up to your weekly conferences. We will get through this, but be proud. Remember the power of yet for your kiddo. We say that a lot, yet. If they say, I don't know how to do this, we just respond with, hey, it's okay. You don't know how to do this yet. That's why we practice. So if you ever find it, you're struggling with your kiddo saying that they don't know how to do this and they don't want to do it, just remind them that they don't know how to do it yet, and you will get through this. Remember, any photos that you want to share with us will be featured in this slideshow in future days coming up, which is on a public platform. It is a public platform, okay? And so let us know if you're okay with those photos being shared, and if you don't want the photos being shared, also let us know. Otherwise, guys, have a great day, and you'll see our next video tomorrow, which is Friday. See you later.